Hey guys, welcome back to Down the Stretch. Before we get started, remember to hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and leave a comment. After a late start, didn't get this book until late Thursday evening. But let's get right into it. This is for Saturday, the 9th of August 2025. 9-race program. The first race, native bred 4-year-olds and up, non of 2, and imported 4-year-olds and up maiden. Field of 8, they go 5 furlongs straight. Going to boil this race down to 4. Going to be the 2, Speed on Wheels, the 3, Dream to Reality, the 4, Alkebulan, and the 5, Unguided Missile. Okay, Speed on Wheels. Shane Ellis riding here for Matthew Williams. Last time out, over the 4 furlong straight, second by a neck to Siempre Valiente. Had Radam half a length behind in that race. Radam has come back to win 2 races, but was disqualified last time out. So, that's showing good for the chances here of this Speed on Wheels. One's coming away cleanly and in good spirits. 5 furlong straight is the right distance for this Speed on Wheels. The 3, Dream to Reality, 119 pounds. Dane Dawkins now gets the ride here for Cyclane Roman. They've now added the blinkers. He has run with the blinkers back. His last good run in the blinkers was on the 1st of March, 2025, in a 4 furlong straight when leading but then caught and finished second by 2 lengths to Irish Wish. Had Tornado still behind there. His last run in the blinkers was 5th by 13 lengths to Sonogram. Then he hasn't run in the blinkers in his last 3 starts. Was 3rd by 5 lengths last time out to Radam and Military Light. So the blinkers now on again, and they've called for Dane Dawkins, expecting a better run from this Dream to Reality. The 4, Alkebulan. Demar Williams claiming 3 kilos here for Errol Burke. Speedy sort, definitely going to try to go right to the front when the gates open. 5 furlong straight, just about gets 5 furlong straight. His last run over 5 furlong straight was 3rd by 5 lengths to Cherry Blossom. Then was 2nd to Lucky Papa going 4 furlong straight. His last run was, he led coming to the top of the lane, but then folded to Radam and Military Light. They have now put on the figure 8. So I think that should help with this Alkebulan's breathing issues and should put in a good run once again from in front. And the 5, Unguided Missile, Emilia McLean, claiming 4 kilos here for Robert Pearson. Imported filly, very well bred, out of Neolithic by 7 by Exclusive Quality. Was trailing for a distance of ground, but last were coming to this race was 4 furlongs straight out the gate in 47.4 and 5 furlongs straight in 102. So that's very good out the gate coming into this race, and definitely going to give this Guided Missile a shot first time of asking. But as I said, I think the winner comes from one of these 4. Alkebulan to get the lead. Speed on Wheels will be stalking. Dream to Reality right there. Don't know how good this Unguided Missile is, but definitely have to give him a shot in the event. Any one of those can win. The second race, native bred 4-year-olds and up, maiden. 6 starters, they go 5 furlongs straight. Boil this race down to 3. They're going to be the 3, Ballistic Missile, the 5, Lucy on the Go, and the 6, Racola. Okay, Ballistic Missile. Shane Ellis riding here for Joseph Thomas. Last time out, good run. 5 furlongs straight. Led, but then outkicked by Valley of Love and Noble Sovereign late. They now taken on for blinkers. Coming back quick, although pretty heavy, 125 pounds. Fitness shown on last. Definitely giving this Ballistic Missile a shot of going one better. Back over the straight 5 course. The 5, Lucy on the Go. O'Neill Bunn's riding here for Peter John Prasad. Only one start to date. That was back in February. That was going 6 furlongs off the pace. Finishing 4th by 15 lengths to Share du Jour, Valley of Love, and Girly the Butcher after coming out of the gate slow. Coming back here, cantering mostly coming into this race, but this very well-bred daughter of Here Comes Ben out of Awesome Lucy was bred for some speed, and I'm expecting a good run from this Lucy on the Go. Coming back to races now, and note the blinkers are now off. And Racola, Richie Shakes riding here for Michael Marlowe. Hasn't been out since the 16th of November last year, when bet down to 3 to 5 favorite going 8 furlongs. Prominent all the way, but out finished by Seaplane. I don't think Seaplane has won a race since that either. So this Racola coming off a very long rest. Would prefer a little bit longer, but does have a lot of experience and was a very consistent horse. So even though going 5 furlongs straight, going to give this Racola a shot at running in the 1, 2, 3. I think the race comes down to one of those three. I think Ballistic Missile is the horse they're going to have to beat. The third race, native bred 5-year-old and up, maiden. Small field of 5. They go 5 furlongs round. Boiling this race down to 2. They're going to be the 3, Briscoe, and the 5, Empress in the Breeze. Okay, Briscoe, Warrior Stewart, claiming 4 kilos here for Andre Adams. Only 4 starts to date. Last time out, 19th of July. Going 5 furlongs straight. Fourth by 4 lengths to Valley of Love and Noble Sovereign. Ballistic Missile was third. So if Ballistic Missile wins the second race, I'm definitely going to key in on this Briscoe. Empress in the Breeze. Paul Francis riding here for Edward Stanbury. Nothing in the last 2 starts. Last good run was back on the 23rd of March, going 6 furlongs. And coming from off the pace, finishing second by a length and 3/4 to Medal Award, having Lady Katgara behind. Last 2 starts, Blinding Light, who is in this race, was in front of this Empress in the Breeze. But this is going 5 furlongs round now. Last time at 5 furlongs round was the 9th of February, when finishing third by 4 lengths to Moneymus, Double the Cash. So this Empress in the Breeze, Paul Francis retains the ride. I think definitely going to have a good shot here. But as I said, I kind of like Briscoe. I'm thinking he's probably going to be the speed horse in the event. And in this quick dash with a small field, I think he might be able to steal it. The fourth race, native bred 5-year-olds and up, nanos of 2, and imported 5-year-olds and up maiden. A field of 8, they go 5.5 furlongs. I'm only looking at this race because it's a part of the pick 6. Otherwise, I wouldn't even read this race. But going to boil it down to 3. They're going to be the 4, More Aviator, the 7, Stein, and the 8, Beautiful Moon. More Aviator. Philip Parchment riding here for Ricardo Brown. Good run last time out, 6.5 furlongs. Prominent the whole way, finishing third by 4 lengths to Leading Lad, Security Code. Cut back in distance to 5.5. His last run at 5.5 was the 28th of June. Run a fair race, fourth by 12 lengths to Moneybox, Xylophonic Steel. So right here, pretty fit right now. And I think definitely is the horse they're going to have to beat in this cheap race. The 7th Stein. Shane Ellis takes a ride here for Oral Hayden. Came off of a year race last time out and ran well. Was second out the furlong pole and finished fourth by 4 lengths in a 5 furlong straight back in the 26th of July to Xylophonic Steel and Beautiful Moon. Although going around the bend, just the presence of Shane Ellis here, and this horse is busy at the exercise, going to give this Stein a good shot in this race. And the 8, Beautiful Moon. Jaheim Anderson claiming 4 kilos for Cashbert Kewalsing. Second last time out by 3/4 length over the straight course to Xylophonic Steel. Before that, going 5.5 furlongs. Prominent early before failing to finish 13th by 43 lengths to Moneybox. So I don't know if that was because she was going around the bend or that she was just not fit. That's the big question sign. Can she still handle the bend? So I'm going to give her a shot here after the last run. But as I said, this race, I would stay away from it. But because of pick 6 purposes, I'm going to tip it out. So I think they have to beat this More Aviator. The 5th race, native bred 3-year-old maiden race, 9 starters. They go 5.5 furlongs. I'm going to boil this race down to 4. They're going to be the 5, Rush of Class, the 6, Royal Maverick, the 8, Giant and Vigorous, and the 9, Proudest Vision. Okay, Rush of Class. O'Neill Bunn is riding here for Dalton Serju. So I was making his debut. Nicely bred horse, burn identity out of Princess Lorna by Law of the Sea. So this horse is bred for a lot of speed. This Rush of Class has some siblings on the mother's side. Princess Aquila, Green Gold Rush, Papa Albert, not very, very good horses, but horses that did have some ability. So at the exercise, only 2 workouts I see coming in here out the gate, 4 furlongs, 48, and a mile in 149. That's not bad. And straight 3 furlongs in 40 and 4/5. So that's a decent workout. The only thing is that it's working for a mile and running 5.5 furlongs. But as I said, bred to sprint. I'm expecting a decent showing from this Rush of Class. The 6, Royal Maverick, Robert Halladine has a ride here for Patrick Lynch. Robert Halladine always rides well when he rides for Patrick Lynch. This horse last time out going 5 furlongs straight was third by 5 lengths to an out-of-class looking Bubbling Warrior. This Royal Maverick was showing good speed early. Before that, over the straight 5, fourth by 2 lengths after getting the lead at the furlong pole to Midnight Run, Secret Sensation, and Papiuso. So going up back around the bend now, this Royal Maverick, if he handles the bends, I think has a good shot of fighting this out. Morning line says 12-1. I think that's good value for your money. The 8, Giant Vigorous. Tyrese Anderson claiming 4 kilos here for Rowan Matthew. Disappointing in the last 3 starts. Last good run was 5 furlongs round back in April when finishing 4th to Pretty Perfect, Star Quest and Miss Brayton. That race, this Giant Vigorous was pressing the pace, and Pretty Perfect has come back to run 3rd in the Oaks and 3rd in the Derby. Giant Vigorous, on the other hand, has gone backwards, but I'm expecting a change around of form from this Giant Vigorous at this 5.5 furlongs. Getting that 4 kilo claim from Tyrese Anderson. So coming in here fairly light, about 106 pounds, I would think. So watch out for this Giant Vigorous. The 9, Proudest Vision, Shaheem Garden, claiming 4 kilos for Carlton Cunningham. Only 3 starts today, but last time out, very good run at 6 furlongs. Was pressing the leader the entire race, beaten by a shorted by Legal Fight. So coming in here, taking off, 4 kilos off 121 pounds. Fairly light coming into this. The distance I don't think is going to be a problem. Is active at the exercise, and I think definitely should fight it out. I think it comes down to one of these 4. Value for money though, Royal Maverick looks really, really tempting. Giant Vigorous has faced better. Proudest Vision showed speed last time out, drawn outside. If he doesn't get wide into that turn, going to definitely have a shot. But as I said, Royal Maverick looks tempting at the price. The 6 race, 5-year-olds and up, optional claiming 200,000. Native bred 6-year-olds and up, nuns of 2, and native bred 5-year-old maidens. Big field of 14, they go 5.5 furlongs. This is another race that I would prefer to skip, but we got to do what we got to do. I'm going to boil this race down to 4. They're going to be the 2, Last Hurrah, the 3, XY Soul, the 6, Lady Cat Gora, and the 10, Pip. Okay, Last Hurrah. Dane Dawkins now gets a ride for Byron Davis. Consistent horse right now, 7-year-old gelding. Last time out, going 6 furlongs. 3 in a clinker, 9th by 13 lengths to General Chief and Musketeer, but that was for 350,000. So stepping back down in class now, they've put on the visors, and Last Hurrah at this distance and at this level definitely has a shot at fighting it out. Once again, the 3, XY Soul, Anthony Allen claiming 2 kilos here for Donovan Russell. 2 back-to-back good runs on the 14th of June, 5 furlongs round. Slow start, but off the pace, finishing 3rd by 3 lengths to He's a Lion and Last Hurrah. Next start, 5 furlongs straight. Came home charging once again, losing by just a head, and missed the break in that race once again. So 5.5 furlongs should welcome it. And from a clean break here, this XY Soul is the horse they're going to have to hold off late in the event. The 6, Lady Cat Gara, Andrew Wright, riding here for Rowan Matthew. Good run last time out, 4 furlongs straight. Poor field though, Ants Attack, beating this Lady Cat Gara. Before that though, was 4th by 4 lengths to Queen Zan. That's a better run. Silver Fox also came back to win, and before that was beat by out of class, the Hot Dancer and the Real Identity. So after those past runs, I'm going to give this Lady Cat Gara outside a shot in this event. Active at the exercise. Definitely I'm going to squeeze that one in. And the 10, Pip. Okay, Pip. Philip Parchment has a ride here for Ricardo Brown. Showed up last time out over the straight 5 course at this level to Last Hurrah XY Soul. That was coming off of a run back in June when finishing 7 by 7 length. That run was coming off of a pretty long rest from February for 350,000 in a race that the jockey fell from Pip. So pretty good run coming back into this, trotting coming into the race, and going to give Pip a shot at once again putting in a decent run. But as I said, a race like this I generally would leave alone, but I think the winner comes from one of those 4. The 7th race, 3-year-olds and up, optional claiming 500,000 to 400,000. Nature bred 6-year-olds and up, numbers of 3, and imported 6-year-olds and up, numbers of 2. A field of 7, they go 7.5 furlongs. When the boil is down to 3, they're going to be the 2, Medal Award, the 3, Expeditious, and the 7, High Diplomacy. Okay, Medal Award. Demar Williams claiming 3 kilos here for Lauren Curlew. Disappointing in his last 2 starts. Last time out, 6.5 furlongs, 8 by 21 lengths to the Real Identity. Before that, at this distance, was 6 by 17 lengths to Papa Grey. Had a winning 5-year-old non-winners of 2 at 6.5 furlongs, coming from far off the pace to win by a half a length from Moneybox and The Real Identity. So taking a crack at claiming company for the first time. I don't think the distance is going to be a problem. And from a clean break here, I think Medal Award should be coming home strong. The 3, Expeditious, Omar Walker gets a ride here for Paul Smith. So Omar Walker rode this horse back on the 28th of June. At this level, going this distance, finishing second by a length to Maya after coming out to the gate slow. Last time out, the class above this, I tipped him, bought him to. The book was giving him 99 to 1 and it was bet down to 3 to 1. But again, missed the break, was coming home late, finished fourth by 7 3/4 lengths. So stepping back down in class now, gets back Omar Walker in the saddle. I think Expeditious possible the horse they're going to have to beat. And the 7, High Diplomacy. When this horse is fit, this horse runs big. Dane Dawkins has the ride here for Alden Francis. Last time out at 7 furlongs was 6 by 15 lengths to Rusty Conundrum Shaboom. That was at the class above this. So stepping back down in class now, last time at this level, was second all the way up to the furlong pole before being outkicked by Maya and Expeditious to finish 5th by 8 lengths. Last win was last year, September 14th. At the class above this, it was 550 claimers, but that is worked out to be 700,000 this year. Going 7 furlongs when winning by 10 lengths from Great Trick and Shaboom. If that High Diplomacy turns up, could be a very dangerous horse in this kind of race that is basically void of speed. I don't see any real speed merchants in this race. So in a race of this nature, lacking the speed, if the right High Diplomacy turn up, could make it first call to that's all. But as I said, I think it comes down to one of those 3. As I said, High Diplomacy, clean break, gets that lead, no one presses him, could run away with it. Expeditious, from a clean break, stalks the pace, gets a walker back in the saddle, could definitely finish strong and beat them. And the 2, Medal Award. Lamar Williams taking a crack at claimers for the first time. This is 500,000 claimer, which is basically equivalent to 5-year-old and up non-winners of 3. So expect to see this Medal Award put in a good run. The 8th race, 3-year-olds and up, open allowance race. This is the Poor Little Rich Girl, 7.5 furlongs, boiling this down to 4. They're going to be the 2, Wall Street Trader, the 6, Ride All Day, the 8, Run Julie Run, and the 9, Sheer Delight. Okay, Wall Street Trader. Tyrese Anderson will claim 4 kilos here for Rowan Matthew. Powerful win last time out at 16 to 1, beating Legacy Isle and Pack Plays. That was in the Hall of Fame Stakes. Coming from off the pace, was only carry 103 pounds, but comes in here taking off 9 pounds off 126 pounds. So coming in here at 117, that's pretty light for this level with no Legacy Isle around. Going 7.5 furlongs, little bit over the reach, I think, of Wall Street Trader. I think his preferred distance is probably 6.5. But being one of the class horses of the event, you got to squeeze this Wall Street Trader in here. He's a tactical runner. He can go the pace early or he can come from off it. So he's very versatile. That makes him very dangerous. The 6, Ride All Day. The horse that's moving from strength to strength. Paul Francis gets the ride here now from Philip Vianney. Winner last time out, the class below this at 8 furlongs when stalking the pace and then pouring through, beating Gurvana. We saw Gurvana come back to dismantle similar feel impressively in 133 for 7.5. So Ride All Day, although stepping up in class here, only 2 pounds lighter than his last start, is a tactical runner. Can lead, but can also press the pace or stalk, which makes this Ride All Day extremely dangerous. Has a funny action when running though, throws his legs all over the place and runs with his head really low, but he's conditioned by the maestro, so he knows how to bring him into the race sharp. Has a 4 furlong gallop out the chute coming into this, 47 3. So kept up to work, and Ride All Day once again possibly should fight this out. The 8, the queen of local racing currently, local queen, Run Julie Run. Dane Dawkins riding here for Ian Prasad. Last time Dane Dawkins rode this horse was back in January. At this level, going 7 furlongs, winning by 4 3/4 lengths from Barnaby. We've seen Barnaby go on from strength to strength since that run. So Run Julie Run now, although one of the top local fillies, going to have to face imported horses. Once again, as I said, kind of, in my opinion, kind of not really fair to the local horses anymore. She's not going to see another race there. She's only going to face local horses. Like coming up to the end of the year, usually local horses will have the super stakes to look out to face in the newer bunch of horses. Now it's the Jamaica Cup. Imported horses are allowed. So kind of unfair to me, because Ron Julian is going to have to face all of these American horses going all the way back and trying to get a spot into the Moutier Mile. I just think it's unfair. They should have a race out there for local horses. That's all I'm saying. But she should still put in her genuine big performance once again, and with Dane Dawkins in the saddle. As long as she doesn't get too involved in the pace early, sits behind, stalks, comes with her run, thinks she will run a good race. And the 9 Sheer Delight, Aaron Satcher riding here for Dalton Sir Drew, useful imported horse last time, out a little early for his own good in a race that had Desert of Malibu, who is a dominant speed factor, tore them to pieces. Run Julie Run didn't get any help on the front line, so she had to run on to a lone speed Desert of Malibu. Before that, Sheer Delight, third by 6 3/4 lengths to Fun Can Done. Run Julie Run was second in that event. So Sheer Delight is very fit right now. 7.5 furlongs I don't think is a problem for the Sheer Delight. They've now put back the blinkers on, so expecting a better run from Sheer Delight. But as I said, I think it comes down to one of those 4. You have Ride All Day improving at the right time, peaking, tactical speed. We have Run Julie Run. She's the top local filly right now. Has a little bit of work to do, but if they hurt themselves on the headlines, I think she'll be the one finishing the strongest. We have Wall Street Trader just beating up Good Feel, although up in the handicaps, definitely has a shot, although he would prefer shorter, and Sheer Delight, improving horse, and could be a danger to all. The 9th and final, native bred 3-year-old, non-winners of 2 unimported 3-year-olds and up, maiden, field of 11, they go 5 furlongs straight, boiling this down to 5. They're going to be the 2, Family Feud, the 4, Bangarang, the 7, Easy Money, the 8, Sashan, and the 9, Global Pursuit. Okay, Family Feud, Emilia McLean claiming 4 kilos here for Winston Morris. This horse getting better with each run. Last time out, when stepping up in class, 6 furlongs, tried to make all the running, but out kicked in the stretch by Duchess, improving rapidly, and down in class Khaleesi. So Family Feud, definitely useful. Now going over the straight course and with natural speed, this Family Feud is a live contender for an upset. The 4, Bangarang, also a horse that is highly thought of. Won on debut going 4 furlongs straight, beating Alive. Alive came back to win his next start. 5 furlongs straight, stepping up in class, was 6 by 5 lengths when trying to come from off the pace to another one and lockdown. They then threw Bangarang in the 2,000 guineas. That's how highly they thought of this horse. Disappointed, finishing 14 by 28 lengths. They came back, rallying a non-winner of 2, going 9 furlongs and 25 yards. So they're still trying to test if this horse had a stamina problem, which he did. Was beaten 80 lengths. So giving a little break now, coming back to 5 furlongs straight, blinkers on, Philip Parchment in the saddle for Lincoln Lungs. This horse who's really bred for speed, all-round speed, expecting a good run at a good price from this Bangarang. The 7, Easy Money, Dick Carlin is here for Anthony Nunes. 5 starts, 1 win, 1 on debut, making all the running. Since then, has beaten by Honor Prince, who was the top 3-year-old at one point before going lame. This horse came back on the 27th of April at 6.5, finished 4th by 12 lengths to Linguist. Linguist went on to win the Oaks. After that, beat by another one who recently ran a big race to win. And last time out was beaten by 18 lengths by Wayne's Cherry Lynx after pressing the pace most of the way. So freshened up from the 31st of May, this Easy Money comes back here now, figure 8 on. Busy at the exercise, expecting a good run from this Easy Money. The 8, Sashan, Richie Shakes riding here, claiming 3 kilos for Rowan Crichton. Only one start to date on the 12th of June, going 6 furlongs. Tried to make all the running, but outkicked by a Rocket Fire Seb, another imported horse. Gets first time Lasix now, and over the straight 5 course, and shown speed. This Sashan definitely is in here with a live shot. And the 9, Global Pursuit, Robert Hardball Halidine riding here for his governor, Jason DaCosta. 2 starts to date. On the 14th of September 2024, in a 2-year-old race going 4 furlongs straight, ran a fair race to finish third by 4 lengths to Burning Hedge, who was just second in the Jamaica Derby. Came off a long rest to run on the 23rd of May 2025 in a 3-year-old maiden race going 4 furlongs straight when making all the run to win by 2 lengths, beating Bubbling Warrior. So got that run now, coming into this race, working very, very well. This horse is flying at exercise. Ran a good workout, 5 furlongs straight, beaten by stablemate H2O, but 1 minute and 1/5 not bad. First 4 and 47.2, and coming into this race on the 2nd of August out the gate, 5 furlongs straight in 59 flat, first 4 and 46. So if Global Pursuit turns in that kind of run, like he did on exercise, we'll spank this field. But as I said, I think it comes down to one of those 5, and it's the last race, so bat carefully. And apologize once again. Didn't get this race form until late Thursday night. Didn't have any time to do it. So I rushed into this for Friday. Okay, guys. So remember to like, share, leave a comment. And as always, stay safe.